Hey everyone, it's Mark here from the Wave Shop. Today we're going to take you under the hood and show you what we did for the audio on the real life speeder bike video by FinalCutKing. So this video was made in under 30 hours straight. I got the first cut from Zach around 10:30 p.m. and he posted it the next morning. So I didn't have a lot of time to go out and record new sounds for this project. So I relied on my current sound libraries and a few new sounds from the internet. And that's okay. It's something that you should be totally comfortable doing because most of the time you won't find that perfect sound for the shot you're working on. Instead of spending hours digging through new sound libraries and looking on the internet for a sound, I'll just use the sounds that I already have and manipulate them in a way that works. So let me show you how I organized this session. 21 tracks in all. Start with the bike sounds at the top. As you can see here, when the bike is at a medium distance or far away, I did this little trick that I showed in the RC action chase behind the scenes. You just roll off some of the top end and turn it down a little bit. So that's at a medium distance, and this is when the bike is farther away. Below that, I've got a reverb. I've got some Foley tracks where I did some metal sounds when he gets on the bike and when he's fidgeting with the controls. Below that, some SFX tracks where I put some miscellaneous things like when the people fall or the car sounds. Below that, I have my Ambience Tracks in yellow. And these are mostly wind sounds when he's riding on the bike. Let me show you that real quick. I'm going to solo out the Ambience Tracks. Listen to how I change the wind sounds when the camera angle changes. I try not to do it so that it's obnoxious, but just so that it makes sense to the listener. So you get the idea. When it's really close and he's going really fast, I add a little bit more wind, a little bit faster wind, just to add to that effect of him going fast. And below that, I have my low frequency tracks. The first track, I have the hits, and then the rumble is below that. For the rumble track, I have a lot of clip gain automation. And let me show you why I did that. I use the rumble to add to the sound of the bike. So for example, when he just starts it up, I fade in the rumble, and then bring it down a little bit when he's kind of farther away. When the camera switches to very close, I bring up the rumble again. Even closer, right on the bike, that's a little bit more. When it shows the car, I bring that down a lot. It's kind of a simple thing, but let me just show you what that sounds like, just the rumble. These are really low frequencies, so you're not going to be able to hear these on every set of speakers. Use a good set of headphones or big speakers. Here we go. So you can see right there that I just faded up when he passes by. And that just adds to the sound of the bike by giving it a little bit of low frequency energy whenever it passes by. So lastly, let me just mention my workflow. I start by organizing all my sounds, gathering them from libraries. That involves listening through and just kind of visualizing what the video needs. Once my sounds are organized, I line them up. Then I use clip gain and crossfades to do most of the volume changes. The last thing I do are the pannings. So as you can see, when the bike is passing by, I have a lot of different panning moves. And that's kind of the last thing that I do before making a final mix. So I Dropbox the mix over to Zach, he gives me some feedback, and then I give him the final mix. And there you have it. We got our video in 30 hours or less. Hopefully you learned something that you can use in your own videos. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to respond to any comments. Or you can just email us at waveshopaudio@gmail.com. Thanks.